And with Akese Brempongs, all right to be Biara Bay fine, we welcome you to Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Good morning to you wherever you are. It's a brand new Tuesday, the 21st of January 2025. It's time to let's rise and shine, come what may. And from dawn till dusk, Sunrise on 3FM. And 3FM is here to stay. Welcome to the show. My name is Noble Crosby Annan. Sixtus Ullo is here. Sixtus, good morning to you.
What's the song saying? Something.
Be fine. All right.
Charlie. It go be.
How was your night, Sisters?
Oh, it was great. Short but great.
I see.
Yeah.
How long did you want to sleep?
Yeah. I think at this point, I need me a 24-hour uninterrupted sleep.
Well, while you want to sleep, Felix Kwatrio-Fosu cannot sleep. The man is releasing statements
at midnight.
Charlie.
That is the nature of the job.
Exactly. New appointments have been made.
New appointments. Charlie, congratulations to the CPP's own Nana Jantwa.
Yeah. This one is not winner takes all.
Former General Secretary. She resigned as General Secretary of the CPP, remains a member of the CPP, and has been appointed presidential staffer.
Sixtus, you hold your horses. Let's speak with Felicity Hafianyo.
Hallelujah.
She has details on how the weather will be. Felicity, good morning to you. How's the weather like today?
Good morning. And good morning to everyone. For today, we expect it to be fairly dry and slightly hazy over most portions of the country, especially the transition, the middle, and the coastal strip. The north, we expect them to have a hazy sunshine with poorer visibility values. Those of us in Atlanta, across central, western, and parts of the Volta coast, we expect some few clouds in the sky and possible some showers. However, the showers is not a meaningful one. Temperatures will be around 37 for most portions of the country, except the coastal strip that will be recording 33, 34 degrees Celsius. For the fisher folks, the state of the sea today is expected to be rough, so we expect fisher folks to navigate with caution. We still expect some few clouds over the ocean. The water lake is critical for any fishing activities today.
Right, Felicity, thank you. She says, do what you want with this information. The new appointments to the presidency, the ministerial appointed nominees as well, will also be facing the vetting committee. Yesterday was a very, very long day. There are still 1,001 questions as to the capacity or the capability of the chair of the appointment committee, Bernard Ahiafo. There are those who say that combat is not his turf. There are those who say that he's not showing enough leadership. That those who are making a lot of accusations. This is what you think. What did you see yesterday? Same old there.
What is all this? Because the morning is still early. No, but yesterday he started off, attempting to show us that he was in control. But I think that a lot of time was still wasted. When the Honorable Kwame Agoja appeared, that was the very first session they had, and there was too much time wasted on the drama. Yeah, I think that is when he wanted to assert his authority. As to whether it is too late for him to do that now. I think to whether the minority led by the Honorable Afenyo Makin are being needlessly heckling.
Two things. That is one of the things that is happening, and the other is that there are various ways that he can show leadership. I'm sure the comment people made about him not showing it got to him, and he attempted to, if you like, forcefully try to take charge. I don't think that is his nature. There are other ways, various ways for him to do that. Kwesi Appiah's book, Leaders Do Not Have to Shout, if you remember that. That was after one of the tournaments we played, and maybe it was successful or otherwise. I think it's a book that Bernard Ahiafo will have to get for himself to read. Well, the Appointment Committee of Parliament, they are resuming the vetting process today, Tuesday, January 21, 2025. And today, Sixtus, your friends, Ahmed Ibrahim is the Minister Designate for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Agnes Namomo-Latte, Minister Designate for Gender, Children and Social Protection. Elizabeth Ofoswajara, Minister Designate for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. These are the names scheduled to appear before the vetting committee today. Now, already, the committee has reviewed the nominations of Haruna Idrisu, Eric Opoku, Kwame Gavins, who is designated for roads and highways. There are those who say that the committee spent a lot of time on some members, some designate, some appointees, and they virtually do not want to spend any more time with some others, maybe because of their levels of qualification.
Oh no, I think it's coming from the interaction that we are seeing between the minority and then the leadership or the chair of the committee. It's not necessarily about what qualification you have and all of that. And to be fair, as controversial as this may sound, particularly with the vetting of the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, former minority leader, I think that the minority leader, Afenyo Makin, brought out some important or relevant aspects of that conversation,
right,
which otherwise would have been, pressed down or pushed back if he hadn't come in. Well, I timed him. I timed the amount of time spent, and he spent 46 or so minutes just grilling the Honorable Haruna Idrisu. And yes, there are some portions that I think his posturing towards the Honorable Haruna Idrisu was far better than towards the other candidates that we have seen. So yes, it also shows that it is possible that the minority leader can take on the people without necessarily creating all of that tension that he has created, all of that heat that he has given the chair of the committee. So the Honorable Afenyo Makin, yes, you have shown with the Honorable Haruna Idrisu that you can tease out the issues without worrying the chairman who doesn't want to talk.
And throughout the vetting process yesterday, one thing was very clear. We all, at every sector of the economy, we have huge debts for the roads and transport and highways industry. Kwame Agboja-Gavins did not hold back, saying exactly how much the country owes contractors and how come contractors are paid for X amount when they deliver Y instead of, because we're talking about a lot of interest here. And these are a lot of things that are raising a lot of concerns over contract awarding and deliverables by contractors, road constructions amongst others. The Education Ministry too as well, a lot of conversation on the free senior high school policy and bridging the access gap in northern Ghana, also a point raised mainly by Haruna Idrisu, the Tamale South MP. So, is any more things stood out?
No, that is why I say and I maintain that it was from the grilling of the minority leader that we got these aspects teased out. Now, if you look at the question of free SHS, whether it is a review would mean a cancellation, a review would mean some assessment to improve. Review would mean what? And there's also an aspect that was brought out, in fact, late by the minority leader himself. And I was surprised he made that point. Whether we should also begin thinking about dealing with the boarding aspect of free SHS. Remember, he cited the example of Almighty America in his words.
Exactly.
He described it as even Almighty America did not or is not providing boarding services attached to its education policy. And you see, those are the kinds of conversations that we need to begin to have. Those are open conversations, they are dispassionate conversations we need to begin to ask ourselves. Yes, we want to provide free education in the meaning of free in all its aspects to our people. But do we have the capacity as a nation? Can the national kitty cater for that? And that's the kind of conversation that we should be having. If we don't have that kind of conversation, then we'll continue to provide political services, lip services to, Haruna Idrisu on the back of that mentioned that if you take Northern Ghana, for instance, where a lot of the schools are far removed from the community areas. Remember, he mentioned Tripoli. He mentioned their return from, I've forgotten the other town he mentioned. But he used his experience on the campaign trail to talk about the need to attach some boarding facility to some of the e-schools,
not
if
entirely
you like.
all of them.
Not entirely all of them. And again, that brought out another aspect of the conversation that we must be paying attention to. And this has always been at the background, actually. When we talk about free SHS, are we saying that Achimota School, unfortunately, I have to use Achimota and Presec, Achimota School, Presec, should enjoy the same facilities that the kids in Ullo Senior High School enjoy? If we want to say free senior high education, are we saying that it is entirely and completely free for the kids in Ullo Senior High School, same way as it is for the kids in Achimota School and Presec? Can we say that for kids in Achimota School and Presec, tuition is free, but feeding must be paid for, boarding facilities must be paid for? But for the kids in Ullo Senior High School, given the distance, the impoverished nature of the place, the kinds of people who have access to the school, and the mere fact that a lot of them are moving from areas to Ullo where they cannot rent, let us focus on transferring the boarding facility from Achimota School to Ullo Senior High, so that the kids around that area can benefit. But for those who are going to Achimota School, those who are going to Presec, those who are going to Infansepem, those who are going to the A-listed schools, these are people who generally can afford it. Can the parents not afford the boarding facility for their wards? So with that argument, what you have is making tuition free across the board. That it doesn't matter which part of the country you find yourself in. You will enjoy free tuition at senior high level. That is it for you. But when we talk about feeding, when we talk about boarding facilities, then we begin to then look at. So these are the kinds of conversations that we should be having to improve the system that we have. We cannot continue to have a blanket discussion of the issue and behave as if all is well when we know.
This morning, when we know you have hit too much.
I'm really passionate about free SHS because I believe in free SHS.
It is well.
It is well.
Well, we'll get into the details of all of that, as well as some revelations made by Kwame Agboja Governs. Interest on 113 million cedis road debt has ballooned to 665 million cedis. He also says that government owed contractors as little as 5,000 cedis. Can you imagine? Sixtus is tight. Let's get into the newspapers on the front page of the...
So don't worry.
Mr. What sounds are you making? That's your tithe. The front page of the Finder newspaper, the new Finder newspaper on the front page, enhanced safety measures at mining sites. That's coming from the CEO of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Dr. Suleiman Okone. Also, investor interest in T-bill surges, roads tolls to return in tech-driven form, as well as authentic branding key to success and must be prioritized, declares KT Mensa. These are the stories on the front page of the new Finder newspaper. Johnny Hughes, good morning to you. What do you have?
The Ghanaian Times is the most authoritative newspaper. They too, I'm sure they are owed some money.
Did you sleep well?
Oh no, I'm reading what is on the front page. Why are you fighting?
How are you sure the paper is owed money? Just by looking at the front page of
No, they have complained to us before.
I see.
And I don't think anything has really changed.
So which sector is not owed?
The Lord will provide. Road tolls to be reintroduced with digitized system. Kwame Agboja says so. Ofankor and Swarm Road, travelers, headache. Fire outbreak displaces dozens at Asokore, Mampong. Donald Trump sworn in as president. This long time where they finished the elections.
You forgot, eh?
Yeah, I even forgot. Yeah, not being sworn in. And on the back page, First Sky Group to construct 200 megawatt solar plant at Yape and Salaga. Also, Sakafia Islamic SHS wins 2025 Zaid Sustainability Prize. Which one is that? Okay, congratulations to them. Yeah, congrats to them. Yeah, congrats to them. Yeah.
What do you have, Sixtus?
Okay.
You're still waiting for the daily guy.
You're waiting for the daily guy. It will not come.
Is Fortune still there?
Yes, Alaji is still
Fortune
there.
is still the editor of the daily guide newspaper.
Right.
Alaji, what's up? Why is your paper not coming to us again? What have we done? Okay.
Don't worry.
So this one is Daily Graphic newspaper. Truth and accuracy every day. 135 billion Ghana cedis debt hangs over road sector. Minister designate reveals and comes with the serious looking Kwame Gavins Agboja. Yes, from whip to minister. Will he be able to whip the contractors in line? Will he be able to terminate, repackage, and re-award?
They owe them. You have to be behaving.
So
when you
be whipping
when
them.
you owe, you don't do giddy giddy. Yeah. Are you going to do giddy giddy? You do that to owe.
You go there, I beg, at least I beg you.
And those who have not done the job,
that one you can cancel the contract.
20 billion in unpaid certificates.
serious matter.
20 billion.
Billion.
Charlie, those who can.
No, 100.
No,
the commitments he mentioned, that outstanding commitments from the Nanado administration amount to 100 billion Ghana cedis.
That's 113 billion cedis, and then there's extra 20 billion.
Let's say hello to Michael Aristotle Che. He's watching us on Facebook.
President orders probe into Obuasi mines killings, and free SHS policy won't be cancelled. Education Minister designate maintains. On the back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper, factor road tolls in road-worthy renewal engineering aspect. This thing, Charlie, we keep paying road-worthy, but the roads are not worthy of our cars.
Charlie,
all the time, my car that must be worthy of the road.
And you know when you get to DVLA, the way they check your vehicle as if you have committed some crime.
But they are not checking the road.
They're not checking the road.
People are changing shafts every day because of the nature of the roads they drive
Should be
on.
car-worthy certificates, not road-worthy certificates.
Volta region to host NAFAC. NAFAC is what?
National food, something. Oh,
NAFAC. It's not one of those.
is it all food? About food? NAFAC has to be our food, though.
It has to be about food.
Because it's not about
beauty
food.
Crown, or
Beauty crown. Let's move on.
Anyways,
No, but let's look at the list. The one that was released.
Joyce
at
Bar
midnight.
Muktari,
Yes,
Nana Ya
midnight.
Achimpem Jantua, Stan Dogbe,
Larry Gbevlo
Gbevlo
Yes,
Latte.
talking about Larry, what is it with this Sahelian states that they are the first to get
Lieutenant Colonel Larry Gbevlo Latte.
Yes, yeah, but I mean we have this is an ambassadorial appointment, right?
And you are worried that they always get it first.
I don't get it. I say
what is there?
we need to understand
what they have, what our interest is.
what is our
Just for those who don't know, Colonel Gbevlo Latte is a proper soldier man. He used to head 64 Infantry Battalion.
Who was not a proper soldier man?
Proper soldier man.
There are protocol soldiers these days.
Mrs. Joyce Bauer Mokhtari, presidential advisor, special aide, remains at home. Stan Dogbe, this actually would show the kind of confidence or amount of confidence that the president poses in Auntie Joyce. Stan Dogbe, deputy chief of staff in charge of operations.
Right.
Nana Oye Bampoado, deputy CS in charge of
Administration.
Seth Tepe. Seth Tepe. Seth Emmanuel Tepe. Presidential advisor on the economy.
Economy.
The man will speak